Alright everybody, welcome back to the wider channel. Going to do a little different episode today. Do a little drive around town and let you know what's going on with the channel now. Gotten a few questions on what's next for the wider channel now that this 2016 Can-Am Spyder has a new engine. Also wanted to give you a heads up on what I've been experiencing here with the Spyder. We had a couple of days where we had some nice weather. We were actually in the 60s instead of the 30s. Unlike today, it is 36 degrees. Seems to be a pattern here of 36 degree days. My honest impression of this Spyder and how it runs and how it rides. Does it meet my expectations? I really think that I was expecting it to be more like a motorcycle. This has elements to me like a snowmobile, a quad, a motorcycle, and nothing I've ever ridden before. It is so different. The semi-automatic transmission is really, really cool. I like how that works out. I like how the single braking, I've really gotten used to it being on my foot, which is nice. Still not sure if I know downshifting is the automatic downshifting versus just doing it myself. I'm not so sure that's something I enjoy. I think I'd almost rather just downshift myself, but I'm getting used to that. Cruise control. That is going to keep me from getting a ticket. I can see that now. This thing does move quite well, and just keeping my hands on the handlebars just barely, and it's not walking me all over the place. I did notice right off the bat, though, I did have a tighter grip on things, and it was moving me around back and forth by itself. I'm not seeing that now that I've adapted and taken the advice of many and loosened my grip up. Not a whole lot of people out on motorcycles, though, let me tell you. It is just a little bit chilly for that. Of course, this time of year, people are usually ice fishing. We have the river running through town here is usually full of ice fishermen. So I can see now, just from the limited amount of rides that I've had, now that I've ridden the Spyder, I don't think I will ever be without a Spyder now. This thing is everything I expected that it would be, and then some. What an awesome riding machine. I've been telling everybody how much I enjoy it. I figure I might as well tell you as well. This is a very, very enjoyable thing to do. So the other question that I'm getting asked a lot is what's next for the wider channel now that the Spyder's fixed? I think number one is there's always going to be something to do. Get this yellow light. Ooh. There's always going to be something to do. Always accessories, always this, that, and the other. I did not go over in the last video, as I was putting everything back together, I installed the Le Monster Garage magic mirrors. What a great thing those are. That went together so well. Go through the historic downtown Bay City. So some of the next projects I want to do with this one in particular, the accessories that I'd like to do, or parts that would come next for me, is the exhaust looks a little rusty, and I think I'd really like to do something to replace the exhaust with something that's a little cleaner, or maybe doesn't have 130,000 miles on it. And then one of the cat delete pipes. And I'm not sure which one I'm going to do with those yet either, but there is going to be some non-aesthetic and some aesthetic things. The other thing I really want to do, I'm a tech guy. Everything in my life, my day job, a lot of things in my life revolve around technology, and so I'd like to get some technology in here. I have a truck that has wireless Apple AirPlay, wireless Apple CarPlay, excuse me. And having wireless CarPlay is something that I really enjoy having, and having my maps right in front of me and whatnot. So right about here, I'd like to have myself one of those Apple CarPlay devices, and not sure which one yet, but we're going to take a look at one of them in particular, hopefully. The other thing that I want to do with the channel here is, on this Spyder, it seems to be that I went through, when I was going through swapping the engine out, there was a lot of pine needles in it, and it started to make me think that after this broke, it got parked under some pine trees, and it doesn't translate well in the videos, but the paint on this looks like it has like a film over top of it that just doesn't come off. So I'm kind of thinking that it might be pine tar or pine sap that has gotten on the paint. So we'll be trying some things to get that out and kind of restore the shine to this, do some of the paint, and if there's some touch-ups that need to happen, we'll take care of that as well. There's also a few other plastic pieces that have cracked. They've gotten brittle, cracked, and broken. Up where the air intake is, there's some of that going on. So right up underneath the frunk in those what Coach Bob calls the Hoover vacuum portion of the Spyder. Get those pieces of plastic down there replaced. And then some of this, like the plastic here and the headlights, they've all kind of got that yellowy, orangey look to them, so we'll get that taken care of and back to good. The windshield has scratches all over it, so I'd like to get that replaced. A whole lot of things to do with this Spyder. The seat. The seat is one thing that it's really, really comfortable, and it's definitely been broken in. It has no backrest, and I'd like to have that backrest on there, being somebody that has back issues. I think that would be a nice addition. So probably a new seat, or at least a backrest added to this one. There is, on the right-hand side compartment here, one of the hinges is broken, so I'll be working on getting that repaired. So going back to the couple 60-degree days that we had, I had mentioned in the first episode that my wife was not into motorcycles at all, and she had said on many occasions that I would never catch her on a motorcycle. Well, I'm here to tell you folks, the Can-Am Spyder has intrigued her enough that I actually got her to ride it. I took a little video, and I'll show you here. I was sitting on the back, and she took me for a ride. We started by going around town and go through all the little back streets in our neighborhood. And as she got a little more comfortable with that, we started venturing out onto the main roads, and that's when I started the video going, when she decided that she was going to go down a country road and kick it up a little bit. And I think I might have her convinced that she needs a Spyder for herself. Which is another thing that might end up being the next project for the wider channel. I'll take a ride by my old high school. That's be a fun little excursion. And then it's starting to get a little bit chilly, so I think it's time to take her back home. So my little Spyder journey here isn't over. This is again, not something that I'm just doing for myself. I'm trying to spread it around and do this for you guys as well. So if there's something that you'd like to see me do with this Spyder, definitely drop it in the comments. If you like what you're seeing, the like and subscribe buttons are the way to let me know. It lets YouTube know as well. Much appreciated. We're doing very, very well with the amount of subscribers we've gotten so far in the last couple months. I'm very, very happy with the growth of the channel so far. Bay City Central High School, home to Michigan's oldest continuous marching band. That's my alma mater. Graduated from there lots of years ago. And right next door is a giant hospital parked right next to a bunch of cemeteries. How convenient. So the other thing, now that I've had the wider channel on YouTube for a few minutes, YouTube has started to recommend some other Spyder channels. It's good to see everybody doing cool Spyder videos. I'm really enjoying watching some of the other folks in their rides. One of the neat channels that I've been watching since I started this journey with this Spyder is S.I. Riker. I was watching his latest video yesterday where he went through Manhattan in the evening. I'll link that video for you up here somewhere. I don't know, somewhere. You'll see it. Such a neat video such a neat thing for us to be able to share these rides with each other. And you know, some folks don't want to go out when it's 36 degrees like myself. I'm enjoying this in 36 degrees just as much as I would any other day, I'm sure. Got a snowmobile coat, the big fat Canada coat. Snowmobile helmet still has my snowmobile shield on it. This helmet doubles up for the summertime as well, and I have a set of motorcycle shields, tinted and non-tinted, for it as well. This thing definitely has some get up and boogie. Breaking speed laws every chance I get, I think. Again, I need to go back to using my cruise control. I'm enjoying it a little too much. It's been a few minutes, as the kids say, since I rode a motorcycle. And I guess you could call this a motorcycle. It does have motorcycle qualities, that's for sure. Getting a little closer to running the gas out of this. We're down to a half a tank. The other thing to mention here is where there's a oil pressure, some kind of oil sending unit in the bottom. I don't know if it's pressure or oil level. There's a little sending unit right in the bottom on the left side here. And this one has a leak there. And I'm sure that when I pulled this sensor out of the old motor, I may have broke the gasket or needs a new O-ring, something. So I think that's something I'll be ordering a new one of. And I think right up front where I sealed the exhaust, I think there's still a little bit of an exhaust leak there. So around about the time I do the cat delete on it, I may take the pipe that connects the exhaust to the cat, that one section about yay long, is still on the frame from this engine. And it may just want to be mated up to that one. We'll see. But that's going to be all I've got for today. Hopefully it's been insightful and entertaining. Be looking forward to some of the things that we can do to this. I really am looking forward to having CarPlay right here. I can see my maps and control the music that's going into my helmet. Oh, here's another fun one. So these bolts, these 4 bolts that hold on the 4 bolts that hold on the handlebars. See how they're rusty? Those are supposed to be stainless steel, and I have ordered not only new stainless steel bolts for it, but I've also ordered a stainless steel ram mount ball connector to put in one of these as well. So whatever I decide I'm going to put here, I can do the ram mount right there. And I think the other thing I'm going to have to do is USB right here. So like I said, that's all I got for today. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Really appreciate everybody that's done that so far. It's really helped the channel grow well. And hopefully I'll see you on the next one.